Hey guys. So I'm here and I can clearly say that I feel like really down right now. Of course, I know I had a good weekend and everything, but it's just one of those times where I am actually, at home by myself looking at TV like some loner, and at the same time it's like I had me a meal and then plus I had me a bottle of wine, and it just feels like it's just being like me and myself and I. And I have, these thoughts like God, why, don't I have a boyfriend or anything that matter? I mean, why don't I have, like someone to call and say, hey, you want to come over and have a glass of wine with me, or let's watch a movie together and stuff. And this is not the first time that I felt this. I if I'm assuming, other people, there are a lot of people that feel like this, men and women, that they're single and they get the spells of loneliness. And right now at this point in time, it's like this is something that I am not used to, because there'll be times where I was dating or I was seeing someone and I had other people in which I can talk to. But now it's like I'm not talking to those people no more, those guys anymore, and it's like I just feel so down and so blue, and they just keep coming across my mind. And yeah, so it's really, really, really lonesome. And there was one thing I could say about, I'm gonna tell you guys like a little something about the last guy I dated. Okay, the last guy I dated, he was a bit older than me, and I've been seeing him for over a year and a half. And I met him while he was at his job one summer in 2014, and we've been talking since. But it was like he was either, not communicating with me, or he, had other things he wanted to do. One thing that I can say is that we never went out. We never did anything like going to the movies or anything like that. We barely talk on the phone. We text more than what we talked. And it was just, a bunch of funny stuff. And now I'm like, I don't understand, this kind of stuff, because the thing about me is that I'm a late bloomer. I don't know how many people out there. I'm a late bloomer. I didn't start dating until I was 23. I didn't date during my teen years. I thank God that I didn't date during my teen years, because Lord have mercy, if I would have been through hell from, saying for example, for 16 to now, I'll end up like my older sister. But I'm so glad that I waited late. Sometimes I said, I wish I should date late, but seeing the experience of what people going through and how many times they've been cheated on and get into situations that cause them hurt and pain, I'm thankful that I waited until I was like the appropriate age to start dating. And I can't really say like why I decided to wait until 23. I guess, the first guy that came along and I was like, fuck it, I'm 23. Let me go get this dating shit done and over with. And that ended up in disaster. But back to this last guy I was dating. So we barely didn't do much of anything. I would meet with him on Fridays and we would have a little get together on Friday. Then I spend the night over there, and then I leave, the next day. And after that, I don't see him like within a month. I talked to him only a little bit, doing text, but it was just not the way to be. It was just not the way to be. And the last time I talked to him was like in last February. And February, of course, was Valentine's Day. And I was thinking that I was going to, spend some time with him. We were going to go out to do whatever, and he completely bailed on me. He bailed on me, and I got so freaking pissed that I just cussed him out like via text message. I was like, fuck you. I'm done with you. I've been dealing with this for a very long time. I'm at my limit. I'm done. Happy fucking Valentine's Day. That's how I said it like that. And then he didn't say anything since. And there have been times where I got, that I feel like, okay, my pride got the best of me. And I think, I should give him a call. So I even had the nerve to even go back over there. And I ended up seeing him, and he was talking to some female in the car. I'm not sure what kind of chick it was, but I knew it was him. I saw him, and I rode right past him, and he was so dumb he didn't even see me because he's a druggie. So, he in another world. Them people are fucked up. Don't get involved with them. So I rode right past him. About like 2 or 3 times I made like a circle around. He didn't even see me. And then I was thinking, nothing about it. Then, during the weeks as I was actually at work and it was raining, it kind of like, those down, gloomy days that you feel like you just want to snuggle with somebody or you want to have someone to talk to. And for me, didn't have no one to talk to. I was thinking like, I should just wait till, I leave off of work and go over to his house again. And then, I didn't know he was in his apartment because he has his own apartment. And I went to the window, and it was like, okay, he was like completely giggling and laughing, and had another female in there with him. Now I'm not sure it was the same female or not, because I'm not sure what he was doing at that certain time. And there's not really much I can say. It's like I saw the female, I heard him laughing, and it made my skin crawl, and this is the shit that really fucking pisses me off about men, period, is that they do their shit. They know they cheat, they know they're dogs, they know that every damn thing in the book, and then out of the blue, they cheat. They don't give a damn. They can break your heart. They can use you and take your money. They can do anything to you. And they're sitting there laughing. But I know, like, in my heart, because I'm a very Christian person, I would never see myself as to jump into something that will get myself in trouble. Because number one, my job doesn't require me to get into any trouble. Otherwise, I'm screwed. So, like I said, it's not even worth it. I look up to the Lord in prayer, and one of my main things, my biggest habit ever, is that I keep on forgetting about there's a Lord, there's a God in heaven that sees all and knows all. And I keep on thinking about, times of what these men had done to me, from the first guy that I dated to right now. And I don't think about, there's a God up in heaven. Sometimes I question God, and I go like, Father, why you letting these men, run away? Why you let these men live with their lives after what they did to me? Do you feel the hurt, the pain of what I'm going through? Or do you feel the hurt and pain of what other people are going through? And I'm sorry, I forget myself for like questioning the Lord in heaven about that. I completely, apologize from the bottom of my heart, because that is putting less faith into God, because I know he's up there and he sees everything. He's always there for me. One thing I can say about God is that he always showing me. If he know that somebody is not right for me, God will open my eyes in a minute. And there's nothing but the truth. I could tell you like the story. I was telling the story, like I think I shared a video on my Facebook page about the time I caught the first guy that I dated with another girl in my face. And I blame that, on the Lord himself for showing it to me. So for me, being God's child, regardless, what kind of videos or whatever I say, I still, feel I'm a Christian. is that, he's there and he's always showing me things. So I shouldn't even worry about, if, I'm lonesome, or I'm worried about if the guy is laughing or thinking about who they're laying up with at night. I shouldn't even be thinking about that. All I should think about just remain focused on what I have to do, because I already know, like, half of the reason why I don't have anyone is because maybe I'm not, financially giving them anything. And how I feel is that, why should I give them anything when they couldn't even took me out to eat? Like, one time, like I said with him, he has not took me out. He has not said, okay, hey, let's go to movies or do something, or like anything. And the thing about this is that he also had kids as well, so we could, done something fun with the kids, because I love kids. In case anybody don't know us, I love children. I have no problem, with anyone's kids. But since my experience, at least with two of these men in my past, and the one recently, it's like I have to think twice about a man with children, really, because I don't feel like I really have to see, where their heart is. And this is what my goal and what my plan I'm going to do with my life is, just try to see just how guys are, get to know them, not to jump too fast in between with them. Just do what I have to do, just do my homework on them, know about their background, know about their parents, their history and everything, what is going on, because I know I have the hunch now, if I know there's something wrong with a guy, I know that, don't mess with this fool, leave while you still can. And that was one incident where I had with this other gentleman. But I know I'm just going to, like, take my time and chill. And I just want to say to anyone that's watching this video who is single, whoever's feeling, blue on a gloomy day, whoever has that feeling of lonesomeness, just pray. Don't jump into the same old relationship, because I've been tempted. I'm being tempted right now. I'm being tempted, even though he lives really close to me. Like, he lives on the other side of, like, DC. So I live in Fort Washington. So Fort Washington is closer over to the DC line on the northeast side. And he lives over there. And heaven knows I've been tempted to go over there and say, hey, I should go over there and camp out his house, wait for him to come out and say, ugh. But I go, like, ain't no point, because the situation what happened between us, I could never, look at him or, be physical with him like that, ever. And that's the thing. So I'm not going to put myself in any more trouble, or get myself in trouble, by killing him or snapping or anything like that, because, the shit's not even worth it. It's not worth it. And I tell you guys the same thing. It's not worth it. You have to just focus on doing you. Don't worry about, nobody or anything like that. If you just, like, if you're with someone, just see the signs, see the signs. Like, if he or she are, like, looking at their phone constantly, I was saying this to myself, is that if I ever get involved with another guy and he's looking at his phone 24/7, I'm just going to tell you, get the fuck out of my face. That's how I'm just going to say. Get the fuck out of my damn face. Because number one, if you're with someone or they dating, male or female, and they're looking at their fucking phone, they're not showing you no damn respect. No respect at all. It's like they really have to pay attention to you. It's like they're sitting there, like, playing you. And I have the situation like that. And like I said, for me, I am tired of guys like that. I'm tired of guys thinking that they just want me, for pussy play. I'm just gonna call it like that. And for my curves and for my boobs and everything. And I'm so much more than that. I'm looking for a husband. I'm looking for, a white picket fence in the house. I'm looking for a golden retriever, a children, boy or girl. I plan to adopt one day. I'm looking for good things in my life, to finish college, to get a career, and to go on with my life and say, I lived a damn good life. I would not let no one treat me like a whore in any way, or the stuff that I did, I regret it, and I ask God, to forgive me. And you can always ask God to forgive, because he listens to you, he loves you, and he'll never let you down. He'll close the door and he'll open another one for you. So if you're going through, like, heartache, if you're going through, like, oh, I'm not seeing this guy anymore, just do not go back to that, because you're going to get hurt as worse as before. And I know we all have that habit. I had that habit. I had a guy, if I had actually had a guy, you know, punch me in the damn face, I would easily forgive him. That's how, you know. And sometimes, you know, most of us are stupid. Most of, you know, us are just living, you know, in a relationship where you're just not happy, or you're not being treated right. Just go somewhere where you're treated right. You don't need to take any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Do what you have to do. Get some supporters. Do whatever you have to do. Just live a good, clean life. Don't even worry about the negative bullshit. Okay, so that's all that I wanted to say, guys. So I'm just gonna wrap it up. If you guys, you know, like the video, just give it a thumbs up and comment. And I just wish you guys a good night, because I actually have to get work in the morning and I am drained out. So until next time, guys. See ya.